Hi students, today we are going to talk to you about Delhi University, one of the most coveted national universities in the country as well as the most sought after university. What makes Delhi University so popular and most sought after? One of the reasons is its impeccable image as well as the high academic credentials which the university has maintained for itself. Apart from that, the other thing which is unique about this university is that there is one centralized admission form. The students do not have to run around to different colleges to fill the application form separately. Now we can gauge the popularity of the university from the number of applications which it received this year. The astounding number was 3.85 lakh. There were more than 1.30 lakh female students and more than 1.50 male students who registered for admission to the university. Out of these figures, the 2.80 lakh students registered for the merit-based courses and the remaining students registered for the entrance-based exams. Now let us look at some of the cutoffs of the colleges as well as the courses. We shall begin with Lady Shri College for Women. The cutoff for BA Honours Economics for this year is 97.75 and the last cutoff of 2017 was 97.5. BA Honours English 97.50 and last year's it was 96.5. BA Honours Hindi 86% and last year it was 84%. BA Honours History 96.50% and last year it was 96.25%. BA Honours Philosophy 94% and last year it was 91.5%. BA Honours Journalism was 97.75 and last year it was 97%. BA Honours Political Science 97.75 and last cutoff of 2017 was 97.25. BA Honours Psychology was 98.25 and 97.5. BA Honours Sanskrit was 66% and last cutoff of 2017 was 65%. First cutoff for BA program is 98.75 and last cutoff of 2017 is 95.5 and this year the BCom Honours cutoff is 97.25 and the last cutoff of 2017 was 95.5. Now we have Shri College of Commerce and its cutoff. For BA Honours Economics, the first cutoff for 2018 is 98.50 and the last cutoff of 2017 was 97.75. For BCom Honours, the cutoff was 97.75 for 2018 and the last cutoff for 2017 was 97.75. We now have another popular college which is the Hindu College. Let us go through the cutoff. BA Honours Economics, the first cutoff for 2018 is 98%. The last cutoff of 2017 was 97%. BA Honours English 98%. Last cutoff for 2017 for English Honours was 96.25. BA Honours Hindi, the first cutoff is 91% at Hindu and last year the cutoff was 90%. BA Honours History 96.25 and for last year the closing cutoff was 95.75. BA Honours Philosophy, the first cutoff for 2018 is 93.25 whereas the last year cutoff was 2017 was 91.75. BA Honours Political Science, again the cutoff was 97% and the last year cutoff for 2017 was also 97%. BA Honours Sanskrit is 77% for this year and the last year closing cutoff was 74%. For BA program, the cutoff is 97% and for last year it was 96%. BCom Honours, the soaring cutoff is 97.50 and the closing cutoff was 97%. We now have the cutoff for the Shri Venkateswara College. BA Honours Economics, the first cutoff for 2018 is 97.75 and the last cutoff for 2017 was 96.25. BA Honours English is 96.25 and the last year's cutoff was 94.25. BA Honours Hindi is 84% and the last year cutoff was 81%. BA Honours History 96% and last year's cutoff was 91%. BA Honours Political Science 96.50 and the last year cutoff was 94%. BA Honours Sanskrit was 65% and last year it was 60%. For BA program, the cutoff is 95.50 and the last cutoff was 95.25. BCom Honours, once again we have a soaring cutoff of 97.50. Last year cutoff was 96%. Delhi College of Arts and Commerce. BA Honours Economics, this year the cutoff is 96.50 whereas the last year the cutoff was 97%. For English Honours, the cutoff this year is 96% for the first cutoff list and last cutoff for 2017 was 95.5. For BA Honours History, the cutoff is 93% and the last cutoff was 93.25. BA Honours Journalism, the cutoff is 98.50 and last cutoff for 2017 was 97%. BA Honours Political Science, the cutoff this year is 94% and the last cutoff was 91.25. For the BA program, the cutoff this year is 93.50 and the last cutoff for 2017 is 86%. BCom Honours, the first cutoff is 97.25 and the last cutoff for 2017 is 97%. We now have the cutoff of another women's college, which is Indraprasth College for Women. The cutoff for BA Honours Economics for this year is 97% and the last cutoff for 2017 was 95.5. BA Honours English 2018 cutoff is 96.75 and the last cutoff for 2017 was 94%. BA Honours History, the cutoff this year is 96% and the last cutoff was 91.25%. BA Honours Political Science, the first cutoff for 2018 is 96.50 and the last cutoff is 93%. BA Honours Philosophy, the cutoff this year is 90% and the last cutoff for 2017 is 87%. BA Honours Sanskrit, the cutoff is 65% and last year the last cutoff was 57%. BA program, the cutoff this year is 96.50 and it remains the same as last year. For BCom Honours, there is an increase of 2% where the cutoff is 97% as compared to last year where the closing cutoff was 95%. Now let us check the cutoff of Kirori Mal College. BA Honours Economics, the first cutoff for 2018 is 97.75 and last year the cutoff was 96.25. BA Honours English 97% and the last year closing cutoff was 95%. BA Honours Hindi, the cutoff is 90% and last year it was 86.5. BA Honours History, the cutoff is 95.50 and the last cutoff is 91.75. BA Honours Political Science, the cutoff is 96.75 and last year the cutoff was 94.75. BA Honours Sanskrit, the cutoff is 70% and last year the cutoff was 60%. For the BA program, the cutoff again scales new height as it touches 98.75% and last year the closing cutoff was 95% for the BA program. BCom Honours, the first cutoff is 97.25 while the last cutoff for it was 96.25 in 2017. Atmaram Sanatan Dharm College, which has scaled new heights in the past 2 to 3 years. Let us check their cutoff. BA Honours Economics this year has a cutoff of 97% while that of last year it was 95.25. BA Honours English is 95% and the last cutoff in 2017 was 91%. BA Honours Hindi, the first cutoff is 81% and the last cutoff was 78.5. BA Honours Political Science, the first cutoff is 93% and the last cutoff was 90.25. The BA program, the cutoff is 90% and last year the cutoff was 91%. BCom Honours, the cutoff scaled new heights with 97% and the last closing cutoff in 2017 was 93%. Now let us check the cutoff of Gargi College. BA Honours Economics 97% this year and last year it was 95.5%. BA Honours English is 95.50% and last year the closing cutoff was 93%. BA Honours Hindi, the cutoff this year is 83% and last year the closing cutoff was 78%. BA Honours History, the cutoff this year is 93% and last year the closing cutoff was 92%. BA Honours Philosophy, the cutoff this year is 87.50 and last year the cutoff was 86.5. BA Honours Political Science, the cutoff this year is 95% and last year it was 92%. BA Honours Applied Psychology, the cutoff this year is 97% and the last cutoff in 2017 was 96.25. BA Honours Sanskrit, the cutoff this year is 50% and last year the closing cutoff was also 50%. For BA program, the cutoff this year at Gargi College is 92% and last year also it was the same. BCom Honours, the cutoff is 96.50 and last year the closing cutoff was 94.25%. We now have the cutoff for the Vivekananda College. BA Honours English, the first cutoff is 90% and the last cutoff for 2017 was 89%. BA Honours Hindi, the first cutoff is 78% and the last cutoff was 77%. BA Honours History, the first cutoff is 85% and the last cutoff in 2017 was 84%. BA Honours Political Science, the cutoff is 89% and the last cutoff was 88.75. BA Honours Sanskrit, the first cutoff is 50% and the last cutoff is 50%. For BA program, the cutoff is 84% in 2018 and the last cutoff for 2017 was 86%. For BCom Honours, the cutoff is 95% and last cutoff in 2017 was 92.5. The other cutoff is of Zakir Husain Delhi College. BA Honours Economics, the first cutoff for 2018 is 95% and the last cutoff is 93% for 2017. BA Honours English, it is 94% and the last cutoff for 2017 is 90%. BA Honours Hindi, the cutoff is 78% and the last cutoff is 76%. BA Honours History, the cutoff is 87% and it is the same as last year. BA Honours Philosophy, the first cutoff of 2018 is 90% and the closing cutoff of 2017 was 83%. BA Honours Political Science, the cutoff is 92% and the last cutoff is 88.5. BA Honours Psychology, the cutoff is 96% and the last cutoff is 95%. BA Honours Sanskrit, the first cutoff is 66% and the last cutoff is 58%. For the BA program, the cutoff is 90% in the first cutoff list and the last cutoff for 2017 was 92%. BCom Honours, the first cutoff for 2018 is 95% and the closing cutoff of 2017 was 91%. Now I shall be telling you the cutoff of St. Stephen College, which is slightly different from the other colleges. The cutoff is different for students who are coming from the science stream, commerce stream and humanities stream. So firstly, I'll be telling you the cutoffs for the students who are from the science streams and who are applying for the different courses. We first have the BA program, for which the cutoff this year is 98% and last year it was 96% for the science stream students. For economics, it is 97.5 this year and the closing cutoff was the same as last year. For mathematics, it is 97.5 this year and last year it was 97.25. For English, it is 98% and last year it was 97.75. For history, it's 98% and last year it was 97.75. For philosophy, it is 95.5% and the closing cutoff last year was 96.75. For Sanskrit, the cutoff this year is 65% and last year the closing cutoff was 75%. For chemistry, the cutoff is 96% and last year it was 96.66%. For physics, the cutoff this year is 97.33 and last year the closing cutoff was 97%. BSc program comprising of mathematics, physics, chemistry, the cutoff this year is 94.66 and last year the closing cutoff was 96%. For BSc program mathematics, physics and computer science, the cutoff this year is 95.66 and last year the cutoff was 97%. Now let us look at the cutoff for the commerce stream students. For the BA program, their cutoff is 98% this year and last year it was 96.5%. For economics, it is 98.75 this year and the last closing cutoff is 98.5 for year 2017. Mathematics is 97.5 this year and 97.25 last year. For English, it is 98.5 this year and last year it was 99%. History, it's 98% and it remains the same as last year. Philosophy is 97% and last year it was 96.75%. Sanskrit, it is 65% this year and last year it was 75%. Let us look at the cutoff for the students coming from the humanities stream. For the BA program, the cutoff is 95.5% this year and the closing cutoff last year is 96%. For economics, it is 98% and last year it was 97%. Mathematics is 96.5 and last year it was 96%. For English, it is 97.5% and it remains the same as last year. History, it is 96.5 and last year it was 96.75. Philosophy, this year the cutoff is 95% for the humanities stream students and last year the closing cutoff was 96.75. For Sanskrit, the cutoff this year is 65% and last year it was 70%. In order to help the students in the admission process, there were volunteers in the colleges so that the students do not face any problem.
हाँ, हम लोग यहाँ पे हेल्प कर रहे हैं जिनको भी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो उससे रिलेटेड हम लोग जैसे कि उनके क्वेश्चन ज़्यादातर ये होते हैं कि हम लोगों को फॉर्म कैसे फिल करने होंगे, कट ऑफ कैसी रहेगी या फिर हमें फ़ी कैसे पे करनी पड़ेगी उन लोगों की। ज़्यादातर इससे होता है, ज़्यादातर उनके ये क्वेश्चन होते हैं कि अगर बाई चांस उनका किसी और कॉलेज में से कैंसिलेशन कराना हो तो वो कैसे होगा, माइग्रेशन वगैरह का, ऐसे ये इनसे ज़्यादा रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन होते हैं उन लोगों को।
I hope students that you've got a hang of how the DU admissions pan out to be. If you have any questions, I would request you to post it in the comment section. I wish you all the very best as you begin your new journey of college life. Good luck.
Like the video? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay updated on other universities and entrance exams. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and www.careers360.com.